Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Niondil, and today I have a bamboo farm tutorial for you. Now, I know that there's about 1,000 other bamboo farms and designs and such out there. I'm a little late to the game when it comes to 1.14 stuff, but this is just something I threw together because it was requested by one of my subscribers, and I think it works pretty well. And when I'm done showing you this pretty simple design, then I'm going to show you a little modification you can make to it that makes it a lot more conservative on redstone materials at the sacrifice of just a little bit of efficiency. Alright, so this design's pretty simple and it works pretty well. As you can see through just me talking here, bamboo grows incredibly fast, and when it does grow up in front of the observer, it will power the piston that is beneath it, which will break all of the bamboo right there, drop it down on the dirt, and then it will send this minecart with a hopper down underneath the dirt blocks, which will pick everything up, send it right on back, and deposit it into the chest. The reason I did it this way is because it saves you on a lot of hoppers instead of having a hopper underneath each area, and it also, instead of having the minecart just running back and forth automatically, it makes it to where the minecart will get lost less often. And if you play on servers or something, you know that sometimes with chunk loading and whatnot, a moving minecart can be stopped or completely deleted, but if it's placed, then it's a little more safe. So this way, it just makes it a lot more stable for consistent use. And as we can see, I've just been having it running as I get this whole video set up and everything, and it works really well. I mean, this is, I don't even think that's quite an hour of farming. Let's see if we can catch a harvest. There we go. Sends it off. Picks everything up. You do occasionally get an overhang right here, a piece of bamboo just on top of the stalk. As soon as it grows up again and the piston pushes, it's going to push that right back down. So overall, the design is very simple and uses very little redstone. Honestly, I think the most complex part, redstone-wise, was just compacting it down to be smaller, and that wasn't even too tough because we just have the observers powering the pistons directly beneath them. Alright, so the entire build space you're going to need for this is a 19x5 grid of just flat ground. I do recommend building it outside. If you try building it inside anywhere, you're not going to get near as much growth on the bamboo just because they need the sunlight to grow faster as any plant in Minecraft. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is start here, coming in one in from our front and just on that starter block, and we're going to take this line, mine it down all the way till we're 3 from the end there. That's the channel for our minecart track, and we can go ahead and place that in now. I recommend building it this way, starting with the track, because otherwise you're going to be digging down underneath your farm and it's a bit of a pain to get to. So just start out with this track and then build up from the ground. We are also going to want to come over to this block here, break that, and then put a redstone torch. You could do a redstone block underneath if you really wanted to, but again, saving on redstone supplies. Alright, now we're going to break these two to carry our track out, do one more normal rail and then a powered rail just like that. Put a normal rail right on top, and then we're going to go ahead and loop this around just like that. We can go ahead and place our double chest right here, right on the little lip up from this track. That's where we're going to be putting all of our bamboo. And then to finish up this rail system, take your hopper, put it right there on the back end, put a powered rail on top of the hopper, and then a normal rail right there. Next thing you're going to want to do is take a building block of your choice and put it right behind this powered rail. Make sure you have that gap right there open. This is all that's going to be stopping our minecart and making sure that we can power the rail that's right underneath. And now after that, we're going to start the basic framework for the rest of the farm. Come 2 in from the start of your mine track on this side and place a normal block, and then come 2 in on the start of your mine track from this side and place a block just there again. Then take some dirt and fill it in. This is where we're going to be placing all of our bamboo. Next, go ahead and build a wall up behind this dirt line 2 high. Then we're going to stair step it up 1. So just place a block like that and then carry this all the way over. And this is the row where our pistons are going to go, so we can go ahead and grab those pistons. Place them starting here and go all the way down. You want them to be matching just directly above your dirt. That's how we're going to be breaking all of our bamboo. And then coming around to this side, grab your observers and place them on top of each piston facing out. And I misspoke, actually, you can get rid of these 2 blocks right here on the end. We don't need them, they are unnecessary. Now you're kind of going to snake this line of blocks right in like this, just a little S so that it connects up with the track right here for the minecart. Place a repeater facing out from your line just like that, and then run some dust along like this. And then you're also going to want to run some dust going all the way along from the back of these observers. So what this is going to do is when there's a block update on one of these observers, it's going to fire the entire row of pistons. And then if we watch, it will also send a pulse through the minecart. That makes it to where every time there's a harvest, it will automatically send the minecart off. Last couple changes to the minecart track, set this repeater to 4 ticks, and that's going to make it to where the powered rail gets enough of a pulse to push the minecart completely off of it without stopping it again. And then come over here, just break this block, and then put a power source so that that powered rail is going. And this really truly is the farm completely done. Now, I would suggest glassing up along the front end just so that you don't waste a lot of bamboo as it starts pushing all the way out. And all you need to do is just come up 4 from the ground like this and then cap it on the ends where there's the iron blocks. And then cap just like that. and just like this over here. And then go ahead and run a line across the top again, just because pistons pushing stuff gets a little funky sometimes, and we don't want to have any loss on our bamboo farm. And there we go, this thing's all constructed. Now all we need to do is put our hopper minecart in place, and then go ahead and place bamboo. So I'm just going to break this glass along here. Place in a line of the bamboo stalks. And then we can replace the glass. I already have a stock growing up. This tells you how quick bamboo is growing. I mean, I do not have my random tick speed set any different. It's just set to the standard. But as soon as this harvests, and I want to stick around here to show you guys how this whole system works. Oh, there we go. First harvest sends the minecart down. And then it should bounce right back from the end. There we go. And we got 4 pieces from that harvest alone. Alright, so this is the bamboo farm completely finished and functioning. Now, I said that there was going to be one more change you can make to it to save on a lot of redstone supplies if you wanted to, mainly quartz and such, by some of these observers. Now, we don't need an observer on each and every piece. Technically speaking, if we have one observer in place, when that bamboo stalk grows up, it will still harvest the entire line of pistons. It's just not going to be quite as efficient because you might have some bamboo that's kind of grounding out on the roof, if that makes any sense. To fix that, you could always just raise the roof level up a little bit, but all we need to do for this is just get rid of all but one of our observers, and then place just a normal line of pistons just like this. I realize I said pistons, I meant iron blocks on top of the pistons. You know what I mean though. You know to listen to what I do and not the words that come out of my mouth. It's not always what I mean to say. And then if we just go ahead and watch this, eventually the bamboo will grow up in front of that one observer, and it'll still have the same effect on the rest of the pistons. Stab you right in the face. Oh, there we go. That's all it took. A little intimidation. Minecart goes off, collects everything, come on back, and it is still a full harvest. And the other great thing about this system, guys, is it is modular. If you wanted to have a bamboo farm that ran 100, 200 blocks long, you could do that. If you want to have one that is just one bamboo stalk, one observer, and one piston, you could do that. It just depends entirely on what your needs are. With bamboo now being a reliable source of fuel, kind of like kelp, I figure that this is going to be very useful for people who are running auto smelters and whatnot. And the other good thing about this farm design, just nudge nudge, is it does work perfectly well with kelp as well. The only problem with kelp is it might float up instead of sinking down to the bottom to be picked up by the minecart, so you'll want to have kind of a secondary collection system. But if you have it set up for kelp with the glass in place, it'll still look like the terrarium, it'll still work just fine. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did make this farm and you want to let me know what the results were, I would greatly appreciate that. Just let me know how it's been doing in the comments below. That one over there is just running non-stop. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see me do farm-wise or redstone contraption, anything like that, just let me know in the comments. I already have a couple things on my list of things to get done. Alright, I do really appreciate the interaction you guys are doing on the channel as well. I'm getting more comments, more views, stuff like that, just from people who are letting me know what kind of things they want to see and letting me know what they think of the designs, and I really, really appreciate that. And if you see anything that you think I could have done differently or better, feel free to let me know as well. And on one last note, guys, if you do like redstone, Minecraft, things in general, you know, like the reason you might be on this channel, I do have a Discord that I'm just now launching. The invite link will be in the description below. Feel free to hop on there, say hi. We'll get you the proper welcome treatment going on there. It is just now starting up, and I've got rooms for the redstone talk, general Minecraft talk, updates, snapshots, things like that. So if there's anything you want to talk about on there, just hop on and give us a shout. All right, well, that is going to end my rambling for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I do, again, appreciate all the interaction on this. Please feel free to leave a like and comment of anything you do want to see, and make sure to subscribe and share the video with your friends if you do think it is something that you would like to see on all kinds of servers and farms. Thank you all again, and have a good one. Bye.